Another day, another adventure. We're on board Jermaine. Today, Lori and I, we're doing tourist stuff in the city. Well, we kind of come here like frequently. You come here sometimes. I come here every once in a while. But I would usually avoid this place on the weekends because it would just be so busy. What, right now? Why not? Let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Anyway, y'all, let's get this video started. Say hello.
Hi.
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 I thought you were going to jump in and be like, yeah, we're doing this and we're doing that.
Let's get this video started.
What accent was that?
It said like Midwest or like
I was about to say, what?
Wisconsin or something.
Come on, let me know the region. Yeah, lots of people out. Really nice weekend. Not too hot. One thing I was just telling Lori is, if I talk to any of my friends in like other parts of the country, the first thing that they're gonna say is like, "Yo, what up? It's hot. How you doing?" You know, because it's so hot right now in so many other parts of the country. But right here in SF, it's definitely not hot. We're like in a big fog cloud here, and this is downtown over in that area. From here, it kind of looks like downtown is still sunny. I don't exactly know because I'm not downtown right now, but yeah, that is what we got going on so far today. A stroll in the park before we make some food and go to, I don't know, do grocery shopping for the week.
Maggie, place.
Oh, whoa.
Get it, Maggie. Get the ball. Find it.
She like twirled and flipped and lost it.
There it is. Good girl.
Why is that? Because she goofy.
Yeah.
There's so many cool bike lanes to explore around here. This is the Presidio Park, and I don't really spend a lot of time in the Presidio, but the Presidio, there's so many like cool little hidden areas you could go to and discover in the Presidio. All these old buildings too from like, you know, the army days back in the day.
Yeah, let's go check out the pet cemetery.
You wanna go to the pet cemetery? It's right over here?
Yeah.
Oh, it's here, like the white fence, the white picket fence there. And they're just leaving the pet cemetery there for like, for historical purposes or whatever. Like,
yeah.
You can't really get rid of a cemetery, can you?
The community didn't want them to.
And how do you get rid of? But anyway, how do you get rid of? Do they have to dig the bodies up or what?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I like that. Somebody crossed out the men working and they wrote people working. That's great.
You said who says it's men working?
Yeah, men working is very discriminatory.
Yeah, it is, but usually it's usually dudes. I don't see too many women out there working on the railroads and the streets and stuff. In Australia, I've noticed that a lot of women do that. It's very common to see women like doing working on the roads and stuff. But in a lot of other countries I've been to, I've never seen it. Very few. Oh, this is the pet cemetery. This reminds me of like a little museum, babe. It's a pet cemetery, and it's a pet cemetery underneath a freeway. And this is back like back in the day, like not recent at all.
60s.
60s, okay.
There's dates on these.
Oh, dates, 1954?
60s,
Yeah, right around that time. 85 over there, or 65 over there. Well, I bet it would cost a fortune to bury your dog here today, right?
This was just for army personnel.
Oh, so this was, like, they actually buried army people here back in the day.
Army personnel. The army cemetery is right over there.
Oh, yeah, all the way. Yeah, you cannot miss that. All the white crosses. You like it, babe? This your type of day, hanging out at the cemetery?
Yeah, I do.
Chilling with the deaf, right, babe? Then the dogs. Chilling with the deaf.
Yeah, I feel good.
A nap did you good? Oh my gosh, we took the craziest nap earlier.
Nap on the couch, like snuggled up.
I woke up like halfway through and like my spine was like twisted, so I had to like reposition myself, you know? Lori just always like squishes me. So
Always?
yeah.
Normally we're in a king size bed.
Yeah, but you can
We
squish
don't
me
normally
though.
sleep on the couch. Well,
We never sleep on
I
the couch
just like to
actually.
snuggle up next to him.
We never sleep on the couch. We always sleep in the bed. First for everything. What we gonna do now? We're about to go do some. What you gotta do, babe? Y'all go to the grocery store and get
We're
your.
gonna go to gross out.
We need to get your bananas for the week and your strawberries.
Bananas? No, I need some vitamin D.
Need some vitamin B. I need some cereals, yo. I've been eating a lot of cereal lately. Let's go, guys. Let's
Maybe I
go.
can get some chocolate milk.
Ooh, maybe Trader Joe's get some of that good chocolate. All right, let's go. You know what this reminds me of? It's just our typical sunny, or no, not sunny, but typical summer day in San Francisco. We driving through the woods. You see the fog rolling around. This right over here, this is the ocean, but you probably wouldn't know that from this video if you haven't already been here. But, I'm digging it. What's that temperature today, babe? It's gotta be like 60s, right?
Look at this thick ass marine layer.
It's like nothing. That you don't even know you're looking at. I mean,
You can't see the ocean at all.
Yeah.
Sunny California.
well, I think when people think of California, they don't necessarily think of like the city. I think they think of more LA, right? Because this is California, but this ain't the California that most people think of.
They put all these signs up in tourist areas about smash and grab.
Oh yeah, yeah. They really need to do that because
There was one back there, and they have them around Lombard too.
yeah. But the only problem with them putting up signs about smash and grab, it's like if we have something in our car, you're basically telling us don't park.
Well, if you're gonna walk down to the beach, take your luggage with you.
Yeah, but who's gonna like? I mean, do you think people are literally gonna take their luggage out of their car?
They're smart.
This bike lane was in there. Adventures in grocery outlet. What you looking for, baby? You looking for some vitamins, huh?
Some gelatin-free ones.
Some gelatin free, huh?
That ain't this.
I always get mine from Amazon. I don't be trying to get it from no
I'm just seeing if
Ross
they
or
have
grocery
it.
outlet, you know. You don't want no. You don't want that fish oil down there either,
No,
baby.
if they have
No.
it, but I don't
I'm
know.
gonna look for the cereal. It's packed out here, y'all. So right now we got a little quick adventures at grocery outlet. If you haven't heard of grocery outlet is like, it's for real the Ross of grocery stores. Like you don't know what you're gonna find whenever you go grocery shopping at a grocery outlet. Let's go see what we can find here. Now when it comes to like vegan and plant-based food, they have a lot of like really, really good deals here. But if you're not vegan or plant-based, they have a lot of really, really good deals here. Like this stuff is like so freaking good. I just recently tried this recently. It's so freaking good. It's also vegan too, but it's bomb, you know. So one thing I always love to get here is cereal because they have so many different types of cereal. And another thing about cereal, if I find a cereal I like, I could just get like a handful of them at one time because cereal doesn't go bad. But right now the cereal I want, I don't think that they have it. I'm cool with, you know, the cinnamon, the Cheerios, but like it was this I don't even know if it's off the top of my head, but it was this brand that I don't see it anymore. Another day, another adventure, another day in the books, waiting for this light right here to just cut off magically behind me. But anyway, guys, today was another fun day. Today, wow, what some amazing sights around San Francisco. And I was able to capture all of this with my iPhone 12 mini. I love my iPhone 12 mini. It's a really small phone. There's really, really good cameras on the front and the back. And a question that people ask me a lot whenever they watch my videos, and majority of my videos I don't film with the iPhone. Majority of my videos I film with the GoPro. Where is the GoPro? It's somewhere around here. I don't need to show you the GoPro. You know what it looks like. But I always film all my videos in 4K 60 frames per second. And I just love 60 frames per second because I just love the way it looks. And I think it looks really, really cool. And people always ask me, they're like, yo, I don't get it, but your videos look a little bit different. There's also something else I've switched up with my videos recently. Whenever I edit videos, there's like an option whenever you edit videos. So like right now, like I'm like, you know, there's this video here. So whenever you go to edit videos, there's like this thing, whenever you go to export the video, you have this option, you have like all these settings, right? Like all these export settings. Now, what a lot of people would do is they would export their video on economy, right? Which is pretty small. So for example, this video is 9 minutes and 33 seconds. Now, if I export this video on, let's see, if I export this video on quality, it's gonna be 4.5 gigs, okay? Now, if I export this video on economy, it's gonna be 1.75 gigs. So if I export this video on economy, it's gonna be a much smaller video, meaning that when this video is done exporting, it's gonna be easier for me to upload that video to YouTube, right? Because it's a much smaller file. And some people may think, well, most people are just watching this on their cell phone, so yeah, it's okay. You can just put a smaller file on YouTube. Like, just, it doesn't have to be 4K. It could just be 1080p. It could be 720p. Please do not upload any videos to YouTube that are 720p. Like, please just don't do that. Like, just don't do that. Don't do that. Honestly, I wouldn't recommend people, you know, to upload anything lower than, you know, 1080p. And you know, I'm more of a fan of 4K 60. Like, I don't like to upload like anything lower than 4K 60. That's why like I have like other cameras that I no longer use, because like no 4K 60. I just like, especially when you're on a bike, right? When you're out in nature, when you're skateboarding, when you're doing something that you're moving really, really fast, that 4K 60 is like, that's when the 60 frames per second really pops out. And then if it's 4K 60, it's big enough to like literally take photos from the images. So like that's another reason. But whenever you go to upload, right? Upload to YouTube, one thing that's really important that I just recently started to do is I would export big files, right? I would export in quality, okay? Export in quality, right? It's gonna be a much bigger file. Actually, this would probably be about 5 gigs. Now, with it being 5 gigs, it's gonna take longer to upload to YouTube. It's gonna take, you know, YouTube a little bit longer to process the video. But one thing that a lot of people don't know about with YouTube, and this is how to make your videos look a lot different once they're online, is if you upload a large file of the video, and it takes a long time to upload, it takes YouTube a long time to process, YouTube is gonna take that file and they're gonna shrink it, right? They're gonna shrink it, they're gonna condense it. If you upload a 5 gigabyte file to YouTube, what you're gonna do is you're gonna allow them to compress that 5 gigabyte file. However, if you upload a video to YouTube that's 1.75 gigs, they're gonna compress that 1.75 gigs. And when they compress that 1.75 gigs, it's gonna look a lot worse than if they compress the 5 gigs. The 5 gigs, when they compress that, it's gonna look so much better than them compressing the 1.57 gig. So if you can, like if you're in the situation where like you know you have decent internet and you want to upload a larger file, yeah, do it. Like, because it's gonna look better. Like the finished product is gonna look better. Like it's gonna look better. A lot of people are talking about the protest video. They're like, yo, that protest video looks so dope. Like, how did you film it? And that's why I like wanted to, you know, throw out my like settings at the end of this video, because, you know, this video was a little bit different. Like, it was all filmed on the iPhone 12 mini, and it was all, you know, using LumaFusion, and I'm basically editing all of this like on the iPad Pro using LumaFusion. And believe it or not, you can actually use LumaFusion on the iPhone 12 mini, but the only problem with using LumaFusion on the iPhone 12 mini, it's just a smaller screen that you're going to be editing on versus like an iPad. It's just a much larger screen. And if you, you know, take it home to a computer, like, you know, like a, you know, desktop M1, you can look at like all the footage, like you can see like all the footage in like 4K, which is pretty dope. It's pretty cool. But those are some of my like upload settings. I always you know, whenever I go, I always film everything on 4K 60. There's big problems with filming in 4K 60. You go through a lot of battery. A lot of times I'll have my GoPro like hooked up to an external battery pack. It'll literally go through the whole external battery pack, like no joke. On some days, if I'm filming and I'm also charging, you know, 2 iPhones or something, like I'll go through a whole like 10,000 milliamp battery pack like super fast. But anyway, guys, just wanted to yeah, just share a video for this weekend and yeah, talk about this and that, talk about some of my settings. But anyway, I'm out. Love all of y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out, yo.